yeah, the occupancy load. Okay, why the occupancy load is very important? Okay, you see, this is the fire engine. When there are fire, there is fire, the building is on fire. So this is why we need to provide the fire engine accessibility, so that, and according to the right angle, the right radius. So that's why some of the architects, they are not so very sensitive. They just do. They don't really care about new foot. They don't care about new foot. What is the radius for the turning point? Turning point, it is the radius for the fire engine. They thought that fire engine is a kancil. It's a small car. Cannot. This is when there are really emergency that the fire engine need to be at the right location and also at the right area. So that is why we need to calculate how much is the volume, the accessibility, 1/3, 1/4. Okay. Okay. For today, we need to understand also the capacity of exit. How much exit to be designed? Okay, you jot this one because you already upload also. Please look at your bylaw, UBBL 175, 176, 178. You have to read. Okay. You understand or not? But please read first. Then they talk about occupant load, exit width, application of horizontal exit. So the images here, there would be a slightly different. Final exit mean the exit to outdoor, definitely to outdoor. There is no more internal. But horizontal exit, the exit still, when you open up the door, you exit, you still meet the, you still in the building, still in the building. We call it as a horizontal exit. And you are trying to get where is the final exit after you went to horizontal exit, meaning that there is a door to ground floor and you will search the main door to outside. That is, we call it as a horizontal exit. But final exit meaning that you open up this exit directly to outdoor. Okay, directly to assembly place. Sebab apa? This will be, you will design, you will design your gallery, how the people, maybe from the auditorium, a small auditorium or small exhibition, to outside, meaning that you are providing the final exit. But if the upper area to down there, your staircase is slightly allocated at the middle, so make sure that those exit, we call it as a horizontal exit, straightforward. When you design it to ground floor, you open up the door, you are still in the building, so you need to design it how to make it directly to outside. Use the main entrance door. This is very tricky part. So be careful with your design. That is why I try to look at your design, how you're going to design. Okay, evacuation. So this image saying that the final exit is direct to outside, meaning that even you are at the upper floor, the staircase definitely the swing inside, and when come to final exit at ground floor, your swing of the door has to be to outward. Ni kena ingat lah. Don't forget about this one. Talk about this so many times already. Okay. So for today, we try to calculate tau. Why? Why the staircase need to be 2? Why the staircase need to be more than 2? Okay. So these are just the example I'm telling you. There are a lot of situation. When you become the architect, there would be a lot of situation. Macam madam, when I want to pass the professional architects, wow, the exam would be very, very, very tough because they just give me the condition, the situation. It's just like doctor. If you want to become a medical doctor, they will give you one patient. That one is the exam for final. They give you one patient. The professor will say that, okay, please describe what is the what is the condition for this patient? Tell me, is this person sick or not? So same goes to architect now. They are giving you the phrase, okay, these are the institution building. So please provide me how many staircase, what is the width of the opening? So this is bomber question. They just give you about a few hours. And there are a lot of questions. So we have to be familiar with building by law. Kena study. Okay, the sample question for scenario 1, we have to refer together with schedule 7. So maybe some of you or everybody need to open together at 7 schedule. 7 schedule, I'm not so sure what is the page of this one, but you have to see this 7 schedule. Occupant load and capacity of exit. This is how you want to read. Okay. Assume lobby C is inaccessible. Nampak tak lobby C? You see this one? Nampak tak Heba? Do you see? Nampak tak? Bahasa Melayu. Okay, lobby C, we regard this inaccessible. Let's say the fire here, the fire at lobby C. Therefore, A and B, staircase A and B must accommodate total occupancy. So, we understand that per person is about 1.35 meter square per pax. Okay, you can refer in UBB L180B. So this is an institutional building. Okay, example, because there are a lot of building here. Institutional, commercial, residential, hospital, for public. Okay, these are the examples for the institutional building. Let's say in UBBL 180, it says that the occupants for the institutional building, most probably they allocate about 1.35 meter square per person. We call it pax. Pax means per person. Pax. So that is the term. Okay. So when we calculate, this is going to be the area about panjang kali lebar. The area of the building, the institutional building is about 1,000 meter square. So 1,000 meter square, you divide by 1.35 meter square. Okay, that are 741 person, most probably in the building. Okay, so how do we get 10,000 at 1,000 is 50 meters here times 20 meters here. Panjang kali lebar. Kita dapatkan dulu panjang kali lebar. Width times length. So we got the size, the area of the building, 1,000. So divide by 1.35. Where do we get 1.35? You refer to UBBI 180. It says that for institutional building, per person is about 1.35 meter square. Ruang dia, ruang perseorangan. Space for per person. So this is, our estimation is about 741 person for this building. Okay, for the example. Okay, therefore A and B, okay, A and B is a staircase. Staircase A on the left side, staircase B on the right side. So we understand that from the 741 person, we divide by two staircase, okay? Meaning that we are allocated about each staircase can be used by 371 person. So staircase B, another 371 person. Okay. So the part C, we need to refer to schedule 10. Schedule 7. Schedule 7. Schedule 7. So here, let's say here, if factory, if gallery, you have to refer to schedule 7 lah. Not schedule 7, part 7, purpose group 7. But this one example is from the institutional. So we can foresee that classroom area, workshop and vocational area, day nurseries. But we take a classroom here. occupancy load per meter square. The doors is about 100. Okay, what does it mean by 100, 100, 100, 60, 60? Okay, when they said that 100, meaning that per person per unit is 100. The horizontal exit, the door, person per unit is about 100% per unit. 100% per door can use. Faham ke? Okay, meaning that this one, 100% per door can use the 100, each door is about 100% can utilize the door, the area, that area. Ada 100 orang saja boleh menggunakan satu pintu. Okay, itu dalam bahasa Melayu lah. So you see that the horizontal exit meaning that 100% can use per apa? Per exit ramp during emergency. They allocate about 100% can use the ramp for exit. Okay. So what happened? This 371 packs, meaning that per staircase, per staircase now is about 371 lah, because they already divide to sini. You divide by 100. 100 you get from the schedule 7 just now. Nampak ni. 100 tu dia bagi, divide from the horizontal outside. Yang 100 ni, ini dalam schedule. You don't ask me why 100. Because it's already stated. Okay. So you divide is about 3.71. What is it 3.71? Okay, 3.71 ni is more or less, we take about 4.0 times 0.55. 0.55 is in the bylaw, one side, the minimum opening for one side. Okay. So 3.71 is almost 4. You near the calculation to 4. Means 4.0.55 meter is 2.20 minimum width for lobby, meaning that you need to design for the lobby here. The width here is about 2.20 meter. Okay, that is why if you only design one side, not enough, because your capacity is about 741 per person. Okay, that is why when you are designing for gallery at the main entrance, don't tell me you only sketch one side like this. This is enough for main entrance. No, please don't do that. You kill people. Okay. And some of them only this one like this. One swing is enough for the main entrance gallery. No, you need to estimate. It's about how much, Because sometimes about 300% when they are really have an event in your gallery. So sometimes you need lots. You need more than 2 meters. 2 meters ni, not necessary at one time you provide 2 meters directly. Let's say here, you can do this one 1.5 meters. You must have another swing door, double swing door 1.5 meters here. Okay. So total is 3 meters. So enough lah. Okay. Boleh. That's why I get the calculation topic slightly in the middle so that you understand first what is bylaw, how to make it, and how to read the schedule 5, 7, and 10. So this is how you design the door. Bukan suka-suka saja nak lukis-lukis suka. Hari ni rasa mood nak lukis one swing. Tomorrow 2 swing of the door cannot, right? So this is not schedule, is a part 7, persons per unit 4 staircase. Meaning that what is the width 75. Okay. Oops. Click on drawing. Okay, same goes to here, staircase. Sometimes they said not required means it's not applicable. If you providing the escalator, so they don't really put what is the minimum or maximum numbers of people that can use the escalator, anybody. So there's no numbers. But the staircase, they said here is 60. Betul, 60. 60 students, 60 people is estimated to use per staircase. Okay. Okay, come back to here. So here, when you are referring that, this is part 7. If you are, this is according to schedule, schedule. So if this one is about schedule 6 or schedule that related to residential, so you read the schedule, you can say that this is 75 or what is the number. Then 371, remember you get this one from here. And the number here, from here, 741 divided by 2 staircase. Staircase 1, staircase 2. So you get this number 371. So 371, this one you have to refer from schedule. Those who still sleep, please wake up. This one you have to refer to schedule. Number 75, number 100 here, don't ask me. This is from schedule. Okay. So you have, after you divide, you may get this number 4.95, meaning that it's 5. Almost near, the near numbers to 5. So 5 times 0.5 mm. One side. This one is per side. One side of the swing, 0.55. So you times 5, you need to have the 2.75 with staircase. Each staircase. So the width here, you need to have 2.75. So you need to provide it's almost 2.75 width for each staircase. Okay, let's say this is the staircase. Wait. Lama. This is the staircase. You need to have 2.75. Sorry, meter or 0.75 mm. One side normally, what is the dimension? Katalah ni berapa? One side 1.2 meter. Can you calculate? 1.2 meter plus 1.2 meter is 2.4. 2.4. Or maybe this is too big. So maybe dia 1.1 1.1, 1.1. Dah 2 meter. Tapi this is the minimum 2.75 lah. Not 2.0275. Alamak. Everybody is sleeping No, this is don't sleep lah. Susah. If you sleep nanti susah nak faham. Don't sleep. Tadi you sleep because I wrongly put 275 2000 mm this one. Meaning that 1.2 ada berapa lebih? What is the balance? 1.2 plus 1.2 sebab berapa? Nak kira tangga ni.
100 left.
300 salah. 3 meter. This is meter, jangan 300.
So it would be 1.35.
Okay. So 2.7 you
Divided by
minus
2.
2.4. So you need to have 300. Is it? 100 mm, right?
300.
Yes.
Okay, 300 mm inclusive the wall here. Wall. Oh, wall. Mama, what am I supposed to do? Back. Mana? Undo. Okay, undo. Here, ting. Okay. Okay, meaning that you need 300 is inclusive the layering outside, the walls, okay, and also the railing. Okay. The railing here. If you plus the railing, the total about the clear total here from railing to railing and the brick wall is about 2.7 mm. Understand, yeah? So that is the width. Okay, if you don't understand this one, this will affect your drawings. You are designing a very small staircase that people cannot use. Okay, another thing, this is Lamat. Faculty call me, sorry. Faculty call me. Okay. So this is why you have to calculate also. If 1.2 here, meaning that the dimension here is also 1.2. The landing. Remember, I tell you, the landing same as the width of your staircase. If A here, the width is also A. Remember, we talk about staircase. Nampak tak? 1.2 there, 1.2 here. And how to calculate, how to determine. This is based on how many steps. To calculate how many steps is based on what is the height of the building. Height of the building, let's say this is 3.6 meters. So 3.6 meters, you divide by apa tu? Trade and riser. See what is the minimum for trade. This is trade. This is riser. How many? Minimum 255 until 280 mm for trade. Trade tahu tak yang mana trade? Yang nak you step on it, it's a trade here. And when this is riser, okay, riser, not riser yang services, no. This is also we call it as riser. It's about minimum 16. Berapa the minimum and maximum? Not exceed 180 not exceed 180. Normally it's about 155 to 180. The minimum. 155 to 1 berapa? Find out 155 to 180. So if the height of the building is about 3.6 meters, you have to divide with Mana satu nak divide? Riser or trade? Riser or trade? Riser. Okay. So 155, maybe 16 lah, 160. So you try to divide, I think in the middle, not very minimum 160. So 3,600 divide 1160 equals to berapa? Hah? Berapa?
22.5, madam.
22.5 meaning that this is the staircase. Stair here sini. You kena buat 20. 2.5 anak tangga make it 23. Okay? 23 stairs that you need to draw here. Okay. 23 meaning that maybe sometimes ada berapa tu? Ada 14, 15. Kat sini mungkin dah tinggal 13 stake. Dah terlebih dah pula. It's 12. 12, this one 11. 11 staircase. Betul Lebih kurang lah. Ataupun this one 11. Okay, 11 stairs here. Anak tangga sini 11. Anak tangga sini adalah 12. 12 steps. This one 11 steps. So total is about 23. Okay, now dah tahu nak buat tangga Now you know why the steps is very important. How to calculate how many steps per staircase. And what is the opening, the width of each staircase. Boleh. For residential, the width here, it can be 1 meter. Clear. 1 meter. So for commercial, for occupants, those who are so many, quite numbers lah, the occupant, you can have 1.2 meters clear. The width here. Okay, but can you get me? Which part is not so clear?
So far, I get it, but calculation of the staircase, everything is okay. But when you multiply, the 0.55, like why 0.55?
Okay. This is 0.55. It is in the bylaw tau. In the bylaw saying that minimum for one swing. One swing. This is the door.
Oh, this is the standard
One
size.
swing. This one is 0.55. Is in the schedule. This is in the section for staircase. You have to revise back what is the section for staircase in bylaw.
I see.
This in the section. Can somebody know what is the section regarding staircase? Section berapa pasal staircase? Okay, nanti kita tengok. Try to find out. They say that 0.55. See at the schedule. You must have to search in the schedule also. It's in the schedule. Inside bylaw. Inside bylaw. Inside bylaw. Okay? Not simply not from me tau. No. Okay? Not from me. So clear Apa clear?
Madam.
What? Yeah.
For the total occupants, do the the size of the
Apa tu? Soalan dia apa? What is the question?
luas building tu kan, adakah dia ambil total daripada whole building or just the floor for the
The floor.
occupants?
No.
For the
The gross floor area. Panjang kali lebar ni. Overall.
so-
Overall the building lah. Perimeter. The overall. Panjang kali dengan lebar. This
maksudnya
one.
kalau ada level.
Oh, okay. Ni meter persegi. Jangan kira volume. This is not volume. This is panjang kali lebar. The width times length. You get from this one. 50 meters times 20. Don't calculate times how many story. No, up to here je. Boleh? Follow this one. This is dia punya, memang cara dia macam ni. Panjang kali lebar saja. Panjang kali lebar saja. Untuk that area. This is actually per floor lah. Per floor Per floor. Per floor. If you want to know for the whole building, okay. This calculation is only per floor. Kita akan kira per floor dulu. Per floor dulu. Okay. So these are the situation. Upper floor, scenario 2, upper floor assembly area in an institutional building. So 50 times 20 just now is only that floor, only that floor. Okay, normally we calculate about the area. Sebab kita mengambil satu floor dahulu. Okay. Per person, the packs here is about 1.35 per person. This is based on per floor, 50 meters times 20. Okay, what if, so normally the building, this is not ground floor. Normally the upper floor will be typical floor. Typical floor. These are the typical floor. They just take about one floor first. Okay. Oh, I need to fix the battery. Wait, Oops. Okay. Come we see first the second scenario, but this one is for the upper floor. This is not inclusive the ground floor plan. The upper floor. Upper floor assembly area in an institutional, same goes to here. Kita tengok based on width and length dia per area. Because we want to calculate how much is the width to provide and how much is the, sometimes if you say that lobby C is only 1.6 or 2.7 or 3.7, it's sometimes we have to think the logic. We are not to design straight away 3 meters. If you get the calculation here, let's say it's about 3 meters. This is not automatically we have to design for 3 meters, meaning that here we can provide another 2 opening. Okay, 2 opening for the doors, or 3 opening for the doors. Okay. Okay, macam tu. But the total A plus B plus C is 4 meters opening. This is sometimes why you need to design until 3 doors. Why until 2 doors? Why 3 doors? Why 2 doors? So from this kind of calculation lah, yeah. Assume C inaccessible. So the way we calculate is same like the upper part. So this is actually based on schedule, based on schedule. This is also when you get the total here, this is also based on schedule. You get almost, if 3.47 not exceeding 3.5, you have to take 3.00 times 0.55. This is as per the minimum width per swing from the schedule, from the bylaw. This is bylaw. Don't ask me why 0.55. Jap. You get the answer here. So they plus 0.3 here sometimes. So I'm not so sure why they asked to add another 0.3, but the previous is only 1.65. This is will refer to schedule. What is the nearest with 1.65? It is about most probably 1.95 width of one door. Okay, this is as per schedule. This is as per schedule. You at the end of the day, you have the 1.6 meter is the width for the door here to go outside from this shopping complex. Okay. So hopefully that you have to understand why and what to do first. Okay. Ada kena buat exercise. Okay, this is according to door D. It's about 1.6, meaning that from here to here must have 1.6 meters opening.
Madam,
Okay,
something
yes.
something that I don't understand for the, let's say, stair B, if 70 people per unit, then the width is 1.95, right? And for D, the width is 1.6 for 100 people. So how are like less people, when there are less people in staircase B, it's wider than when there are more people?
Okay, so this is sometimes we need to refer to schedule. Okay, we need to refer to schedule. Okay, why 75, why 100? Okay, this is according to situation. Okay, to situation. Wait. Okay, the red one is the new provision, the new provision. I'm not so sure you are actually having the UBBL by the latest edition or not, 2012. So this person is just highlighting the red one is the new numbers, new numbers. But the new numbers, there is no 75 because we are referring this is only the net request hospital so that is about 60 and 100. So RAM, but this is actually for staircase 60. So this is why I'm saying to you, maybe this one is not the previous schedule, the previous schedule.
But also, I meant like stair B, the width is it's wider than D, although more people enter stair D. Yeah, but what I think about, if if more people enter and exit, it must be wider, right? But
Yes,
here
yes.
it's like the opposite.
Okay, Okay, I need to check this one also because I understand that your is very logic, yeah. Your question is very logic. Now it's because your concern is about why 75, but stair B is actually having a very wider, wider area compared to this
The
B,
yeah.
D, this is D area. Okay, I try to find it because I also try why these people actually the architect. This is the architect from Architect Cheong. Architect Cheong is giving the sample calculation like this. I will try to find out why 75 and 100 will be different because I'm checking also because based on the schedule there is no 75 and 100. This is only 60, 60. Maybe they are referring to. That's why we need to open back this one. The person
Madam,
capacity. Yeah.
maybe it's referring to place of assembly, madam.
I cannot. Do you have any more? This one, the pages? Because this is only what I have now. Can you read? Assembly of pages is about 75 dia punya numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the stairs is 75 and exit door. Yes.
75 and 100. Okay.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying that this is according to schedule, according to schedule and type of building. So even though they are saying here institutional, maybe some of the institutional, the category is more to assembly. 7, right? Part 7, yeah. Assembly part berapa?
Part 7, madam.
Okay, part 7. Do you open, Hiba, do you open the part 7? What is that?
Yeah, I love.
What page is that?
Place, part 7, place of assembly.
So page berapa tu?
Oh, page. Okay. Checking now.
Kalau on slides, madam, slide 1 to 6. Kalau book, 149.
What kind of building, assembly area. So this is the assembly. So when you refer to the assembly, you get the number here, 75. Please refer to assembly area, part 7. Then it says 75, kat situ. While this is back to the normal horizontal exit, normal horizontal exit, dia kata 100, exit horizontal total exit is 100. Tetapi when place of assembly is about 75 kat situ. Okay, Hiba.
Yes.
It says
Understood.
that upper floor assembly
Okay.
area. So assembly you need to refer to section part berapa assembly? Part 7. And the institution you have to refer back to part 2. Betul. Part 2 institutional. That's why all these numbers you need to refer to schedule. I can remember this, but we need to refer back to schedule. Then you get why per 100, why 75, why they have to they divide, because they already calculate and they already tested why this number becomes so significant to divide to get to know what is the what is the width of the opening. More or less, I hope that you all can understand this. Yang lain-lain faham tak? Other than Hiba, Dawwa, Irkwan, do you understand? Deng. Only
Faham, madam.
Okay, faham So please also teach other students who are not so certain about this, and you also can ask me what to refer. Okay. Now you know this is not as simple as we think to calculate the story, the final exit. Okay. Architect needs to know tau. Okay. Sekejap. Alamak, where is the compartmentation? Other than that, I need you to know the compartmentation as well. Compartmentation pun very important. What is compartmentation? When you go to shopping complex, other buildings, like sometimes it's a condominium, yeah, you will find this rintangan api automatic fire shutter. Fire shutter is actually to compartment the area so that the whole area, if there is a fire here, there is fire. If there's a fire here, so straightly that the roller shutter will close down here. Why? They will close down the roller shutter so that the fire will not disperse to other places. That is why we need the compartmentation. Some of the things like when there is a fire here, because they do not want the smoke to enter the building, so there would be a roller shutter down there. There will be a roller shutter. Yeah.
To contain the fire.
Yes, yes, correct. Okay. So compartmentation topic is also important. Yeah. And there are a lot of doing the design. That is why there are a lot of calculation, and we need to know some of it, whether the building is 8 meters, 18 meters, but below 45 meters. You need to know 18 meters, but below 30 meters, or the 1 meter to 12.1 meters. They have different regulation. They need or need not the valve, the pressurized, the protected lobby. For the building more than 8 meters, need more than 80 meters. It's not your gallery, or your gallery only 2 story. 2 stories about berapa? 8 meters lah. The most is 8 meters height. You don't need protected lobby requirement, meaning that your lobby can be open. People enter the building, straightly can see the lift here. The lift here, there is no wall. But for the fire staircase, they need to have the wall like this. Still remain. Okay, this is remain. But here you are not supposed to provide the wall here. No. Because the building is actually not more than 18 meters above. So if 18 meters above, you need to have the protected lobby. Protected lobby tu ditutup tau. Ada dinding. Ada pintu rintangan api. There's a firewall, fire door. Okay. This is happen when the building is more than 18 meters above ground level. Bertutup. Okay. If less than that, no wall here. So this would be freely people can use the lobby. People from here can use the lobby, and they can sometimes they use you have to design somewhere. If this is a kind of a access to outside, this is access to outside. Okay, and the protected lobby. Here is your living. Your gallery shall not have any wall. It can be open like this. Okay, this is for building. It's just like your gallery. 0 to 80 meters, not that 80 meters. No need to provide the wall for protected lobby. What is inside your lift? Sometimes a hose reel somewhere there. Inside is a riser, piping, mechanical. Okay, inside the. Okay, it's attached together. But most probably is your lift lah, lift car for. What is the time now? Why do we need a compartmentation? Because the wall barrier 149. The barriers is like this. This barrier, the barrier. Sebab when there is a fire somewhere here, they are not simply go in. It's because of the wall. Maybe this is the push factor to save many occupants inside the house. So that is why Bobo asked us to put the external wall barrier. Okay. This one you need to read. Why compartmentation? To contain the spread fire from point of origin. Okay. You read this one, Okay, for fire compartmentation, we are actually based on volume. Remember how to calculate the volume? Okay, just give you the example. Let's say these are the area for the parking at basement 1. What is the size? Let's say, okay, this is 20 meters. 50 meters. And this one is 20 meters. The height is about 3 meters or 2.9. 3 meters. Let's say 2.9 meters. Okay. Surface area. Surface area is about how much? How many? 20 times 50 meters, Okay. Oh, I think I left one picture lah here. Okay. Combustion per person per area per volume. Pilot A plus A times B. So surface area is volume. 50 times 20 times 2.9. Okay, you get here. Berapa jawapannya? Boleh, siapa? 2.9 times 50 to 20.
Dapat
2900.
Hah?
2900, madam. M.
Yelah, MM.
M.
Ya ke Ya ke?
M, madam.
M. Okay. Combustion heat per area for volume B. Okay, this one we need to refer juga the compartmentation. Okay, I try to find where is the alamak. Here don't have which building, which bylaw. Okay, so they just say dimension of buildings and compartments. You need to refer back to 5th schedule. Okay, so fire load dia, when you already calculate the surface area, you times the combustion heat per area. This one you get from the schedule 5 nanti. You need to open up your schedule 5. Nampak tak? This is mathematics lah. This is not at maths. Okay, easier. Those who are really good in maths, physics, lagi senang nak buat fire. As long as you understand the concept here, okay? For the what is the concept of the fire load. So, this one you need to open up your building bylaw. What is inside the volume B? Okay. Oh. This one you need to read. Okay. You need to read. If not, others dimensional limitation does not apply to 1, 4 and 6, 7. This one you need to read. Okay. Bylaw 137, bylaw 138, 139. Okay, for what basis of the assembly travel distance load. Okay, you read this one. Okay, another about the separating walls, combustible pipe and everything, the shaft, the floor, compartment. You need to read 141 and 148. So actually this is a very basic, a lot of things you need to understand. Now, even though this is for the compartments, elements penetration, opening for protected shaft. Okay, kita tengok yang ni sekejap. I agree with Heba and Dawwa. Okay, they talk about the building, compartments, elements of structure and fire rated property. So there are a lot of category. Category down there is a car park, not elevated, is a basement, shops, offices, service apartment. So you need to read this one, the section on your right side, so that you can understand more why sometimes the architect become very hard to design is because to allow the fire requirements on each floors. Okay. So hopefully that how many compartmentation is based on the volume. Sometimes there would be a lot of, let's say this is your building. So how many compartment? Compartment just now we already say that this is compartment. We need to compartment apa? We have to separate. Okay, this is what architect suggests to separate here. Architect suggests to separate here, make a wall. So you need to refer to UBBL 141 and 148 regarding compartment, floor and walls. Okay. Very basic thing lah Okay. Clear all drawings. I want to move to other. This one you need to read. Make an exercise. Tak apa, insyaAllah I will give you another exercise. Nanti kita kira sama-sama. We calculate together. Right? Any question now? Sekarang baru 25. Ada a few. Kikuan, can you text me who are not coming nanti Who are not coming. I know one of it on the way. Dia dah minta izin dengan I. The rest, they are not giving me the info here. Ya. Siapa tu? Kenalkan nama Amira
Ada setengah orang dia sharing device.
I couldn't understand, couldn't hear you, Amira.
Ada orang dia sharing device. Satu laptop je sebab
Okay, okay. Alright, tapi make sure ada Ikhwan checkkan today. Okay, I nak terus kepada I share the screen tentang sikit saja another slide. Salah tak? So nampak talk about fire ni, there will be a lot of topics here. Banyak sangat topik pasal slide ni. Alright. Ni you have to read. This is complex building. Sebab saya faham at your level you are still talk about the low rise. If you become the architect kan, Hiba, maybe one day you become the architect Palestine, you become the manager of the hotels. We never know. Hotel tower. We are going to Palestine, so we see the design from Hiba. She designed a 40-story tower, hotel tower. Okay.
Impossible.
Yeah. But the design, the regulation slightly different. But at least you know what are kind of the basic things that you need to apply in the design. We never know. Some of our friend here, maybe they become the millionaire, the owner of the hotel, the owner of the retreat house. So my my student previously for the past 6 years, they own the office. They own the office tower. They are not the architect, but they own. But in future, maybe if they have an empty piece of land, they want to do the story. Let's say, I do not know, Dawwa ke Monday ke Zul ke siapa lagi, Daya ke. If she owns the land, she wants to make a hotel, you need to understand a few steps on fire. Okay, let's say, this is the more overall about what are to capture, for the fire, for high rise and complex building. Why we say complex here? Because at one plane, at one site, one area, there are a lot of development. There are different categories, purpose of group. There are tower, office tower, there are hotel, and down there is a shopping complex. Below is a basement. This is the exam. If you become the professional architect, this is kind of the question for the architects to do the exam. Exam only a few hours je. Susah soalan. Okay. Imagine complex. The first step, you get this question, you need to understand what the concept of fire safety. It has to be evacuation. Of course, mesti nak selamatkan diri. Evacuation, passive containment. Passive containment is a compartmentation. The active intervention, active is a system lah. Active system schedule 10 tu. Look at your schedule 10. SS for firefighting and rescue. SS for firefighting and rescue, a lot of things. They would be on the accessibility. Remember how to calculate the fire accessibility. The hydrant, you know, need to know what is the hose reel, the first hose reel to get the inlet. Okay. And also the fire staircase, protected lobby. Is it going to be protected or not? What is the dead end, travel distance based on schedule 5, 7 and 10. Banyak tu semua kena hafal. You have to memorize. This is the one. Read this one. When you read this one, the compartmentation, you will understand the designation of purpose group, limit of compartment sizes. Just now, I don't really spell out what is the compartment sizes. You have to read this one, 136. Separation of fire based on volume. You have to calculate a little bit there. 215 is a vertical compartment wall. This is according to the design. If there is a hotel, there is a shopping complex, vertical compartment wall, It requires, See? Limit of dimension. And when it become the high rise, remember year first semester and third year second semester, do you need automatic sprinkler or not? Okay, this is being recorded. You need to understand what is the height limit. Okay. So it is needed or not, the automatic sprinkler, please refer to schedule 10 and schedule 7, based on purpose group, schedule 5. This is for you just to understand. The question is very easy sometimes for the professional. They just give you the empty plan like this. The empty plan, compartment A, compartment B, and only a few requirements here and description. 60% area are shop less than 280 meters square each. Okay. The separation of vertical shaft, meaning that there would be a compartmentation in the vertically. They are roller shutter from upper. Okay, this is another roller shutter to close. This is the down there is another roller shutter to close up. So there would be a compartmentation. Let's say they are on fire here. Why they do the compartmentation? Because if that's on fire somewhere here, they are not dispersed to here or to down there. Okay, because they already have the compartmentation. At least the area, this area and this area will stay another 2 hours. Of course, within 2 hours, abang bomber already come and save you. Let's say you are here. You're getting so panic, or you are somewhere here. And when there is an announcement, there is a fire here. How you want to evacuate? Okay, because automatically they will pull down the roller shutter here. We call it as a vertical, separation vertical. Okay, sometimes how many compartments that they need to design? This is based on value limit. They are scheduled. This is why you need to read the previous. Okay, you need to read. What is a compartmentation? This one also you need to read. What is inside the exit consideration UBBL 15165. Ni baca. You read. This is also you read. The occupant load is inside the schedule. Capacity of exit is also inside the schedule. Not from me, 2 packs, 3 packs, 5 packs, 10 meters square, not from me, but it's inside the schedule. Okay. You read this one first. See? Susah tak architect? But you need to exercise. To do the exercise, then it is very easy to do. If you don't exercise, don't read the UBBL, it's very hard for us to find. Okay. Ni as per calculation according to occupant load lah. Ni dah pandai dah tadi. Okay, for office, for shopping complex, for basement car park, apa lagi? Okay. These are the terms that you must familiar, dead end, direct distance, open. This is dead end, meaning that there no more corridor, no more exit. You must depending on the lobby, lift lobby or fire staircase. So dead end here from the last door to the nearest fire door. This is actually dead end, not more than 10 meters. Read this one. Some of the building need protected lobbies, protected bertutup, berdinding. Some of it can be open. Depends on the height of the building. Already put you, okay? This is how you actually draw. Okay, listen. If I find out you cannot draw the core, lift core, staircase, entrance. So this is a very important one. If you want to start your gallery design, please read this one. More than 6 packs. What is the condition and why is the dead end? From end of the door to get the first protected lobby here. This is for high rise. For high rise, why there are so many lifts? Okay, if you notice, you go somewhere, you notice that some of the lift here, maybe for the high rise, let's say they are about 40 story. The first lift and second, they cater only 1 to 20 story. So the other two here, this is for level 21 to 30. This one may be from level 31 to 40. Okay, they also need to break certain because of the mechanism and because of the height. It's very high. Okay. This is how you're gonna do. Radius. We call this a radius. Yang bulat-bulat tu radius. The circle one is the radius. Okay. Ni please read by your own. Okay, kita dah pergi kepada bus. Sikit lagi. Half an hour. This is a new topic for today, okay? Okay. Fundamental of practical building automation system. Okay, we are now already talk about the fire, talk about the aircon, okay? And you know already the beam, the ceiling, the column, floor finish level, clear height. That are the terms, the fundamental term that you need to understand, to describe, to sketch. Okay, again, I repeat, you need to understand all those terms, because why? If you are about to draw the section, you know where is the location of the piping. You need to know the location of the column, the aircon ducting, what is ducting, what is diffuser. You must understand. Then come on, kita jadi architect, we must know everything, cannot sleep because we need to lead the consultant. Malu je architect doesn't know where is the aircon, what is the type of aircon, fundamental, is a package unit ke, is a split unit or is a apa lagi satu? Aircon. Right? Dah lupa dah. Forgot already. Aircon. Girls, aircon. Apa dia? Split unit, package system, apa lagi?
Central.
Central. Okay. So today kita a bit on the fundamental of practical building automation system. Apa dia? BUS. Building automation is a data acquisition and control system. BUS is also known as energy management system. They will control the building, control the usage, how much is the building electricity, how to optimize. Is it still comfort? Okay, let's say our Tamhidi, sometimes Tamhidi, they say that, oh, from today to tomorrow, you cannot use the aircon. It's because of the maintenance. But now they are about to rearrange the schedule. Maybe it start from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock because to optimize energy expenses. Very expensive aircon. So modern bus system comprise a computerized intelligent network and electronic devices. They need to use the electronic devices to control. Okay, when they end of the month, they will research and also analyze which faculty has a lot higher electricity bill. So this is based on the electronic devices they can monitor, control the lighting. That's why the aircon need to be centralized, and some of the university they use sensor already. Do you remember that when you enter your toilet enter your washroom, after you get out, you forgot to switch off. Sayang, membazir. Okay. Dalam surah apa kita cakap pasal membazir, we talk about waste not only for the wastage on the product, but it's a waste, electricity waste. So pembaziran. So I always, if my style, even I went to public toilet, who cares public toilet is a free. But I also thinking about what if ourselves, our attitude switch off, very responsible with the flushing. After you use, you flush. You using the public accommodation wisely. So this is actually pahala tau You will get the points. Allah will give you the points because you take care of the environment. Don't say that, oh, this is not my money, I don't pay every single cent. Janganlah, don't tell that. Okay? Because we as a Khalifah need to be protect the area and also be responsible to the area. It's all be calculated our point in alam barzah. Okay. Akhirat, not barzah, akhirat. Okay, primary components of bus system include sensor. That's why I like to work with engineer because they talk about sensor, controllers, actuators, and software. Don't tell me that architect is only drive or is only draw, but we still can communicate with the engineer. Maybe you say that, Alama, I want to join FST because I want to do the sensor. Of course you can do in this subject matters, but of course lah, the main important is the drawings. But the initial ideas to join together with the sensor. So I'm also my current research, I'm dealing with engineer. Now Madam L tengah buat research on the green IoT wall. We want to fix at the container home in front of the KK1 in the progress lah. So we do have the sensor. We have to know how much is the green area to provide the air filtration for the human comfort. How much is if there is a lighting enough already, the sensor will off. During at night, if there is a people visit the rumah container, the light is automatically on the switch. So kita kena banyak baca lah. Okay. So implementing the basic control strategies correctly, bus can perform basic and effective function. Okay. You just need to know what is bus. Bus is the building automation system. You need the monitoring, you need the sensor, you need the actuators, and you need the, what do you need? The server, web server to monitor. This is here you need to read. Okay, this is to be achieved. What's the temperature and humidity? If you are having a green wall and everything, you need the humidity to control the house. Temperature. If the temperature is very hot that day, so it is automatically the sensor will on maybe the filtration, the extract fan. You can regulate that. Okay. When you are designing this, you will call the engineer, electrical engineer. I will ask the electrical engineer, can you monitor, can you propose us the equipments to get the lighting parameters on the occupancy, ambient lighting, timing schedule. So this is under automation system. The terms there, ambient light, timing schedule. We know that at the end of the day, we can monitor the electricity bill. So this is why sometimes of the building, high-rise building, very corporate, orang kaya punya building, it's very corporate. They are very highly look into the security and privacy. And sometimes when you talk about the building yang very secretive, like embassy is very secretive. So my visit to Malaysian embassy in Berlin, German. So I have a visit there for the past 20 years with my degree go there. We are visiting the embassy there, the Malaysian embassy in German. So there are many layers there. You cannot simply knock the door, open up and already meet the people. No, there are a lot of automation control system. Privacy and security. Same goes to here. I went to embassy mana? Dekat Australia embassy, because my thesis about embassy, Malaysian embassy in Washington DC. So I make an effort to describe and to study about the embassy. When we enter the Australia embassy in Kuala Lumpur, there are a lot of security. They have to scan me, they have to scan my bag, and the second entrance, they need to scan, giving them the IC numbers. The staff security will scan also. Everything they scan 2 layers, 3 layers. Then you need to be at the waiting area. At the waiting area also, they have the CCTV, allocate all those control system. So the architect, when you are taking the task from the client, you need to understand who are the main people in the building, what are the security that the client needs. So you need to understand, if you need this kind of privacy security, you need to deal with the IT people, you need to deal with the electrical engineer. Okay. Some of it, building with multi-proprietary design, is an individual control. Okay. And also there are convergence of system in a smart building. They want to turn up to monitor. Today, what is the saving? Do you use the aircon too much? What is the power management system? Wait, Wait. Sorry. Building automation in commercial building and apartment. So apartment also, you cannot simply go to apartment, say hi, meet your friend, because they are all also other control building, control room. So when you design a gallery, you must also take into account where is your control room. Kat mana nak design control room. But you need to be wisely lah. Don't simply at the entrance pop the control room in the middle. So kena design, architect kena design. And also you need to understand what is the economic of a smart building. Now is the current situation. When you talk to panel will evaluate you whether you are updated punya designer. You talk about smart building, you talk about the cost saving on the maintenance and alteration on the system. So this is very giving you much the value of the building as a designer. Okay. So you talk about the economic of smart building. So when there is a manage and control coordinated, how to reduce the management, the energy engineering cost, let's say the material. This is a task from the architects. Okay, on the energy saving result, sometimes you are using very much on the aircon, but at the same time, the architect simply propose the glasses, all the facade, four-sided facades, not try to understand where is the orientation. Sometimes at the west area, west facade also you providing a lot of glazing. What for? You are not very concerned on the energy saving. And when there is a hot, Malaysia tropical is slightly different from 4-season country. You need to understand when, where, and also what is the month that is very, very receiving lot of sunlight. To the geometry, geology, the geography, the bioclimatic. Architects need to read a lot. Not only hi, bye, color, no. Okay, a lot of things from the effectiveness of the interaction, the building with the economic, the architects is responsible to that. Nampak? Architects is very carry a big responsible. Safety, architect juga. Design, nice or not nice design, architects. Is it cost? Cost is very subjective. Some of it maybe based on the client, but architect has to get his initiative to design it. Sometimes the corridor can be used as a ramp for the OKU. So this is how we discuss on our creativity when we design to improve the management. Okay, this is you have to read why building automation is needed. So simplicity, reduce scope, high quality building maintenance. You need to understand. Okay, some kind of the DDC in the direct digital controller function. Okay, you need to understand this one also, because when you design the wiring for the inverter, for the PV, you need to understand where to generate the direct supply of the electricity. Is it from TNB substation or is it from the inverter from the PV from the top of the building? That is why you need to understand the wording direct digital control. What is direct digital control? Okay. So what is a DDC control? Is generally related to HVAC system. Common devices included controllers, sensor, actuators, valves, positioners, and regulators. This is very important. Now, when Madam L leading the grant, penyelidikan, the research grant, that is not solely on the architecture. I combine with the engineer. Now, I know a few words here. So, controller, sensor, valves, positioners, and regulators. Without this, your system cannot work. How does it look like? So, I try to manage, understand, and because we are now providing the sensor for humidity and temperature in rumah solar. It's a container home, and soon it is well equipped. I will call you up. We can go there. We visit container home, and we can understand the system thoroughly. Okay. So what are the items? So we talk about the fans, dampers, valves. So you need to understand where is the location of this one if we want to control air handling unit. Remember, if I talk about air handling unit system, meaning that it's a aircon. It's most probably on the aircon family, the typology. Okay, this is a wireless lah, more or less. We are actually connecting to IT. Okay, I remember that past time, there are projects on the fishery pond. fishery and also greenhouse. So I must say to myself, alamak, it's a very simple lah. It's only fishery pond and also greenhouse project. Not tak syok lah buat ni, it's a very simple one. No, I am wrong because when I deeper collaborate with other engineers, they talk about the rainwater harvesting system, how to connect it. And also they talk about the solar system. The architect, where am I supposed to allocate my PV, my tank? The architect is responsible to allocate the area. Those engineer and also those supplier is only to know how many, the capacity, they will calculate the capacity. But the location, architect needs to propose the location. If not, they just simply put in front of your door. They do not know what to design, how to design. The architect need to know where is the location and what is the typology, what is the meaning, what is the description for each, like what is the fan coil, what is the things as a primary, how to gather the controls. Okay, at least you know what is the control system, air handling unit system. And also partly the IT people will also help to as a programmer, as a controller programmer. That's why you need to read. Some of the supplier monitor the building, is it green or not green? How much is the energy saving? They use the smart system. There would be a computer needed. There would be a web needed. The server, they need the server. Sometimes they use smart handphone to monitor because they're out from China. How to monitor the rumah container in USIM? They use handphone. This is the time of the kemajuan of the technology. Every day there would be a new technology. So if we don't read, we are far behind. That is why we need to read. Okay, play. You want to play the game, you play the game, but you must add on. Each day must have a new knowledge on this kind of technology. Then you become a better person. So you can refer to IDC online slide share ni. They talk about the industrial networks. So when people surrounding you, your client talk about the networks nowadays. So we went to Dubai past time, 3 years back. So we come to see the house with a 3D model. 3D model. They print out in a big printer. They don't need the brick wall. They don't need the partition. Based on the paper, paper. So they are printing a paper, the 3D, so they can make a wall. So the house is slightly bigger. So they can, it's a very safe budget, but of course the printer is very, very costly. They can make a house without a concrete. I'm not so sure. Your kids in future, the next 10 years, okay, what will they get for the house? They can make your own house. Maybe they are sharing. Some of the family now, because the price of the land is very, very high. So the father, one of the family, they make about 4 stories of the house. The first story belongs to first daughter. The second story belongs to second son. The third story belongs to the third son. So it's because of the, it's because of the price, the economic. So we do not know. Maybe Dawwa akan buat rumah dia, you separate by partition by printing punya teknologi, buat partition je kan. Tak tahulah tu. Alright, so I think that's all about the bus building automation system. So don't be separated from the information, the terms. Do not only know the CAD, SketchUp, but you need to know some things that differently from IT. I learned a lot. Sometimes I cannot see, I cannot imagine. I type Shopee. I type Shopee, what is the automation for filtration? At least I know they need fan coil. What is fan coil? They need valve. They need the, what do they need? What? Oh, the wiring for direct connection. The girls kena minat You need to find it very helpful on this matter. Okay. Alright. Finish. So the next week will be a new. Tapi next week Friday. Holiday ke tidak? Usim holiday ke tidak? I'm not so sure because 1 day or 2 days because dia ada public holiday next week. Nanti find out lah, we roger each other. Is there any question? Assignment, saya rasa assignment, I will look out the assignment. I did not change yet the dates. You just try submit first, okay? Try submit first. Okay, any question? Koim okay? Koim.
Okay, madam.
Adiba okay?
Okay, madam.
Alright Okay, Aisyah.
Madam,
Hiba okay? Hiba?
yeah, madam, all okay, but I want to make sure about the assignment.
Okay, madam.
Okay, assignment. Okay, what happened?
Yeah.
Assignment?
Yeah, you said submit. So what's the what time deadline?
Before night, 12 night. Yes.
Okay.
Before 12
Okay,
night.
because madam, today we just took the calculation for the occupancy limit, the occupancy load. So we need to calculate all that. So I want to modify.
Oh, okay. Up to you. Okay, can modify. If you need time, we can submit. You can submit tomorrow. You can submit tomorrow. Okay, I give you tomorrow. Nah, tomorrow Tomorrow Saturday. Because I
Okay,
think you need time. You need to understand this one. So tomorrow,
Yeah.
tomorrow I think before 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. I
Okay.
give you the extension.
12 p.m. or a.m.
I think lunch hour lah. The rest afternoon, tomorrow afternoon you can go for holiday. So you make sure you finish out your assignment. Okay.
Okay, madam, boleh.
Okay. Boleh. Bagus. Bagus.
Bagus.
Bagus. Amira okay. Aisyah.
Okay,
Balkis,
madam.
Balkis okay Susah tak? Tak susah lah The architect needs to know a lot of things. Now you say the responsible as an architect. You have to enjoy what you are doing now because you already halfway to graduate as an assistant architect. Okay, Dawwa, Fahmi, Faika. Dawwa, Fahmi, Faika. Best tau because
madam.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, madam.
they are the
Okay.
knowledge. So because when you have the knowledge, you become more confident. Okay, when you attend the meeting, you know, sometimes not to say that, okay, you don't declare yourself, I know everything. No, you must jot down in your diary. Sometimes people may say that, okay, people does not know how much is deeper your understanding. But along the way, we need to get the knowledge, fulfill ourselves. Hanan, Hidayati, Ilya, okay? Hanan, Hidayati, Ilya.
Okay, madam.
Okay, today macam sikit lah nak calculate kan. Tapi you need to know Ikhwan okay? Ikhwan, Irfan, Shifa.
Okay, madam.
Right, ni satu rumah dah ni
Madam, sifat sebelah saya.
Satu rumah masak sedap Okay, Shifa ada Shifa. Tak dengar pun Shifa. Ada, okay. So I try lah. Kalau misalnya if the MCO is okay when you are coming back, I want to take you all to visit the building. Visit the building so that we understand where is actually the wiring. Sometimes the architect only see the 3D SketchUp, beautiful 3D and SketchUp. But when we come to site, we are quite panicked tau. What we supposed to visit? Okay, what we supposed to see? Why is the wiring? Why the wiring is? Why the piping red color? Why the piping blue color? Alamak, where is the connection? Malu je tak tahu. So insyaAllah, Yeah, if the MCO is okay, I will bring. If not, I have to take a lot of picture. Yeah. Okay, Nur Alis Amalin, Akila Dayini, okay tak?
Okay, madam.
Dah senior dah ni.
Okay, madam.
Yeah. Okay, Nur Afifa Widat, Zul ada Zul. Manager Zul.
Ada.
Okay tak Manager Zul?
Okay,
Semua
madam.
okay ya? Alright. Okay, Widat okay. Widat, Nur Afifa, Daini. Alright, Alhamdulillah. Okay. So macam tu lah. We are learning step by step. The more higher you are, the more deeper the knowledge that you need to know. Because third year, second semester, you are out to your practical training. Okay. Okay, because this is so far your design okay tak? And we have another 1 minute to end the class. How is the status of the ni? How is the status of your design, individual design? Alright.
So good so far.
Okay, so far so good Okay, remember you need to understand a lot of design of core area. What is core? Lift core, the lobby, the lobby, the mechanical, the piping and the electrical. Okay. Where's the electrical, vertical, vertical riser. Okay, riser. Okay. Okay, next week we will, I think next week, what is our ni Where is our schedule? I see this one first. Why I cannot open next week will be our topic. Okay, if you want to know what is the topic, you can get in your goals course teaching plan. Look at that course teaching plan. Inside course teaching plan, do you see now I'm sharing to you?
Yes.
Okay, vertical transportation. Okay, vertical transportation ni adalah lift. Horizontal transportation system. You need to understand how to design the escalator, horizontal. Information and communication system. Now it's just about bus, building automation system. Familiarize. Okay, gas supply system in building. Gas supply system in building. Building management system and green services. The next. Then integrate building services system in design. Finish. Halas. Halas. You graduate from my class. Okay.
Halas, Habib.
Habib. Halas, Habib. Okay. So maybe we can talk afterwards in the forum, what happened to the surrounding. Okay. My house for the last 3 years, there is a fire at Tafiz, and very, very sadly to say that there are about 20 Tafiz students cannot escape and die immediate inside the Tafiz. It's because why? The Tafiz is actually more than exceeding the height of 12 meters. We understand that it's a 3-story building and they do have a secondary staircase at the back. But the owner of the building, the maintenance of the building, the manager of the buildings, close the secondary staircase and they put the furniture, they grill the door. So when there is a fire on the main door, so these 20 students cannot evacuate. Oh, very sad. We heard the news that everybody is hugging each other in the place, in the room. And some of it are trying to escape at the secondary door, but cannot be opened because they already grilled and they put the cabinets at the staircase. they lock the door, they put the cabinet. So very sadly to hear that. And of course, they are shahid lah. The 20 of them. The age is about 7 years to, it's about 7 to 11 years old tahfiz students. Masya Allah. Very sad.
Yeah, but 20, it's a lot of them.
Sorry?
20, it's a lot of kids.
Yes. Everybody surrounding the compound. Sangat sedih. Sangat sedih. So this is actually sometimes when we do the talk, let's say it's a volunteerism, volunteer, we go to tahfiz, we need to understand, to make them understand what is the safety purposes in the building, because we already learn the fire protection system in building. Maybe some of the topics is just a very light exercise to students, to tahfiz students, to students who are not so aware of the fire protection. Fire protection is very important. Even though for our moms, sometimes my mom also, they grill everything. They grill. Then they tend to forget the key. This is very important. Of course, when you are doing the housing also, housing for the high-rise housing, sometimes they don't allocate the area to open. For the safety, for the purpose safety. If for maintenance, they do allow. But for maintenance for the fire, sometimes they don't allow. Because of, they think that, oh, if there's a fire, just call 999 to call the bomber. If the bomber can arrive, immediate. If not, Masya Allah, like my, the area that 20 of the tahfiz student died in the room is very tragedy, very tragedy moment. Okay, by that I will end my class. Inshallah, we will meet you next week. If there's a no public holiday, upload my notes, bacalah balik, because some of the is additional slides, okay, additional slide. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, stay safe, take care. Okay, welcome back to USIM. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you,
Have a
madam.
nice weekend.
You too, madam.
You too, madam.
Yeah, betul. Actually, I'm on leave today. Tetapi I'm on leave because my brother not feeling well. He was in the hospital, so I have to see his condition. But because I still on the class, look at to your schedule is very tough there. There's no more to add on another classes. So we have to finish up the topics, inshallah. Okay.
Syafahullah to your brother, madam.
Yeah, may he get well soon.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, assalamualaikum, bye-bye. Take care. Have your lunch. Don't skip your lunch. Okay. Very important. Don't skip your lunch.
Yes, we want energy. Survive.
Heba and all friends lah. I met one of the Arab area. Very good lah. Very tasty the chicken in Ampang. In Ampang.
Oh, yes, a lot of Arab restaurants, especially Yemenis. They
Yeah.
make best food.
Now you're staying in Bangi, right, Heba?
Yes, my family in Bangi, yes.
I think Bangi also has a lot of Arabic food,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Do you try biryani? Dawwa pandai buat biryani, masak biryani Dawwa. Okay, jangan lupa, don't forget, fill in your attendance, Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.